In the corridors of European power, there are moments that transcend protocol and reveal the true nature of public figures. Today, we'll discover how a simple pink dress became a symbol of exceptional royal determination, and why this story is shaking up the codes of modern monarchy. If you enjoy this type of exclusive content about the behind the scenes of European royalty, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and share this video with anyone interested in authentic moments from our royal figures. Your feedback also helps us improve our content, so please let us know what you think of this extraordinary story. The scene takes place at a Dutch university where the royal agenda called for a routine visit. But the weather had other plans. As clouds darkened dangerously over the capital, Queen Maxima of the Netherlands arrived on site in her carefully chosen outfit, a magnificent pink gown that would soon become legendary. Security services had anticipated every possible scenario, except this one. When the first drops began to fall, then turned into a downpour, royal protocol would have dictated that Her Majesty immediately take refuge indoors. But Maxima had other plans. With the natural grace that has characterized her since joining the royal family, she simply smiled and continued walking toward the waiting students. What happened next stunned everyone. Instead of running to the nearest shelter, the sovereign slowed down, as if savoring every moment of this improbable encounter with the elements. Her pink dress, initially impeccable, was beginning to reveal the traces of this battle against nature, but her smile remained undiminished. The photographers present couldn't believe their lenses and immortalized this moment, a rare authenticity in the hushed world of royalty. The students, initially concerned about the condition of their royal guest, quickly realized they were witnessing something exceptional. Maxima wasn't just enduring the rain, she was literally embracing it. Her gestures remained fluid, her interactions with the young people warm, and her magnetic presence was in no way affected by the adverse weather conditions. This image of the Dutch queen defying the elements with such serenity is strangely reminiscent of Pamela Travers's heroine. Like Mary Poppins in our childhood stories, Maxima seemed to possess a magical ability to transform a potentially embarrassing situation into a moment of pure poetry. Her soaked pink dress was no longer a fashion accident, but rather the costume for an impromptu artistic performance. Social media was quick to seize on these striking images. Within hours, photos of the sovereign in the rain had gone viral, accompanied by admiring comments about her ability to remain dignified and committed despite the circumstances. Internet users particularly praised this demonstration of humility and closeness to her subjects, values that are increasingly rare in the exercise of modern power. But beyond the picturesque anecdote, this episode reveals something fundamental about Maxima's personality and her conception of the royal role. Born in Argentina, she brought a breath of modernity and authenticity to the Dutch monarchy that contrasted with the sometimes rigid traditions of European etiquette. Her refusal to be intimidated by a simple downpour perfectly illustrates this uninhibited approach to her official duties. Royal communication experts immediately analyze the symbolic significance of this seemingly spontaneous gesture. In a world where every public appearance of crowned heads is meticulously orchestrated, seeing a queen agreeing to get soaked by the rain sends a powerful message about her ability to remain connected to the daily realities of her fellow citizens. The wet pink dress incident is part of a series of initiatives by Maxima to modernize the image of the Dutch monarchy. Since her marriage to King Willem-Alexander, she has continued to surprise with her stance and bold fashion choices. This time, it was the weather that gave her the opportunity to reveal a new side of her public persona. The students present that day will likely have lasting memories of this exceptional encounter. They saw their queen not as a distant and inaccessible figure, but as a woman capable of sharing their daily lives, including its meteorological inconveniences. This genuine and unpredictable closeness is undoubtedly one of the secrets of Maxima's growing popularity in the Netherlands. The episode also highlighted the changing public expectations of its leaders. Contemporary citizens favor politicians and royal figures who demonstrate humanity and spontaneity. By agreeing to sacrifice her perfect appearance to avoid disappointing the students who were waiting for her, Maxima demonstrated that she fully understood this new reality. Historians of the monarchy will likely note this episode as a pivotal moment in the evolution of the Dutch royal institution. It perfectly illustrates the transition from a traditional conception of power, based on distance and ceremony, to a more modern approach emphasizing accessibility and empathy. Maxima's pink dress, initially chosen for its elegance and simplicity, has thus unwittingly become a symbol of resilience and determination. Soaked by the rain but worn with undiminished pride, she embodies this new European royalty, no longer afraid to show its flaws and moments of humanity. This event raises a fascinating question about the evolution of social and political codes in our modern democracies. At a time when authenticity is becoming a cardinal value, when social media instantly reveals the slightest artifice, public figures who know how to remain natural are considerably ahead of their more conventional counterparts. The leadership lesson Maxima offered that day goes far beyond the Dutch monarchy. She reminds us that true leaders are those who know how to adapt their behavior to circumstances, without ever losing sight of their primary mission, to serve and inspire those who place their trust in them. As the rain finally stopped and the Queen returned to her official vehicle, the students present likely realized they had just witnessed a masterclass in communication and leadership. A class given not in an air-conditioned lecture hall, but under a capricious sky, by a woman who had chosen to prioritize commitment over personal comfort. This story leads us to wonder, in a world where image and appearances often trump substance, shouldn't we celebrate more these moments of authenticity that reveal the true nature of our leaders?